Let me start with the most strategic of these priorities, that is the support for Ukraine. We all witnessed Russia's recent brutal airstrikes on civilian targets in Ukraine. And after the historic decision to launch accession negotiations with Ukraine, we must urgently move forward on stabilising our financial aid to the country. The Commission will come to the European Council with operational solutions to ensure that we can agree on the Ukraine facility. And Belgium will then have the key task of transforming the political agreement on the facility through Council and Parliament as quickly as possible. The Ukraine facility is a central element of the revision of the multi-annual budget, but it is not the only one. We need to conclude the revision during the Belgian Presidency, and this will give us the means to implement many of the policy priorities that we have identified and on which we have made progress. Take, for example, migration. With the recent political agreement on the Pact, we have now the basis for a new and effective policy. And it will be important to bring these files now over the finish line. Another example is competitiveness. I very much look forward to an agreement between Parliament and Council on our proposal for the Net Zero Industry Act, because this will provide our industry with a greatly improved regulatory framework to drive forward the green and digital transition. Of course, competitiveness is a wide theme with many different angles. So we also need modernized fiscal rules that help stimulate sustainable investment throughout Europe. And the agreement in Council a few weeks ago was a very welcome step forward. Now I am confident that the Belgian Presidency can ensure an agreement with the Parliament before the end of this mandate. We also need a very strong social dialogue. First, because long-term competitiveness relies first and foremost on Europe's main talent, and that's the people and their skills. And second, because competitiveness is a tool to ensure prosperity, and this is prosperity for all. So I'm very much looking forward to the Val d'Uchaise summit to discuss the future of work. And I share your objective to sign an interinstitutional declaration on social Europe in La Hulpe, with a focus on a new drive for implementing the European Pillar of Social Rights. And I'm also very much looking forward to our discussions on the two reports you mentioned, the report by Enrico Letta on the single market and the report by Mario Draghi on competitiveness more generally. I am convinced that these reports will provide inspiration for new initiatives to reinforce our long-term competitiveness. Dear Alexander, one of your presidency's priorities is to prepare for the future. And my college, entering its last year of mandate, will continue to work hard to do just that. Let me mention 2 points. We will come forward, in particular, with a communication on the 2040 climate targets. And after the COP28 and the success on our European initiative for global targets on renewables and energy efficiency worldwide, it is important for the European Union to continue to set the standards and the trends. And second, following the decision of the last European Council, as you said, we must prepare for an enlarged union. And before we get bigger, we have to get better. So during the Belgian presidency, we will come forward with our roadmap for policy reviews, and I look forward to discussing them with you. The European Union we both are striving for is a union that delivers and a union that empowers. So let's go to work. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.